Jai Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari. Jai Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari. Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana. Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Jai Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari. Jai Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari. Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana. Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Shri Prabhupada ki. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, third canto, chapter 17. We'll take a few texts today. Number 2, number 3, 4, and 5. Number 5 on the board. Okay, let's chant number 2 first. Ditistu Bhartur Adeshat Apatya Parishankini Purne Varsha Shate Sadvi Putro Prasushuve Yama Ditistu Bhartur Adeshat Apatya Parishankini Purne Varsha Shate Sadvi Putro Prasushuve Yama Dititu Bhartur Adeshat Apatya Parishankini Purne Varsha Shate Sadvi Putra Prasushuve Yama. Prabhus. Bhartura Deshat Yaparishankini Parshushuve Yama Yaparishankini Nana Sashti Sadim Parshushuve Nama. Matajis Tisto Yaparishankini Sadi Nama. Shankini Varnevarsha Shate Sadin Shashveyama Tistu Bhartura Deshat deity, deity. 2. But Bartuhu of her husband. Adeshat by the order. Apatya from her children. Parishankini being apprehensive of trouble. Purne full. Varsha Shate after 100 years. Sadvi the virtuous lady. Putro 2 sons. Prasushuve begot. Yama twins. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The virtuous lady deity had been very apprehensive of trouble to the gods from the children in her womb, and her husband predicted the same. She brought forth twin sons after a full 100 years of pregnancy. I'll read text 3. Utpata bhavastatra nipeturi jayamanayahom divi bhuvyanta rikshacham lokasyuru bhayavaham. On the birth of the 2 demons, there were many natural disturbances, all very fearful and wonderful, in the heavenly planets, the earthly planets, and in between them. Seems like it didn't affect the lower planets. I read again. On the birth of the 2 demons, there were many natural disturbances, all very fearful and wonderful, in the heavenly planets, the earthly planets, and in between them. So the hellish planets, weren't affected because they're already affected by disturbances. Text form. Sahachalabu vash chelur disha sarva prajajvaluhu solkascha shanaya petu Ketavascharti hetavaha. Translation. There were earthquakes along the mountains on the earth, and it appeared that there was fire everywhere. Many inauspicious planets like Saturn appeared, along with comets, meteors, and thunderbolts. And there's a short purport by Srila Prabhupada. When natural disturbances occur on the planet, one should understand that a demon must have taken birth there. In the present age, the number of demoniac people is increasing. Therefore, natural disturbances are also increasing. There is no doubt about it, as we can understand from the statements of the Bhagavatam. And text 5. Vavo vayu sudu sparsham Phutkarana irayan muhu unmulayan nagapatin vatyaniko rajo dvajaham. Translation. There blew winds which were most uninviting to the touch, hissing again and again and uprooting gigantic trees. They had storms for their armies and clouds of dust for their ensigns. Purpose. That's very poetic. When there are natural disturbances like blowing cyclones, too much heat or snowfall, and uprooting of trees by hurricanes, and it is to be understood that the demonic population is increasing, and so the natural disturbance is also taking place. There are many countries on the globe even at the present moment where all these disturbances are current. This is true all over the world. There is insufficient sunshine and there are always clouds in the sky, snowfall and severe cold. These assure that such places are inhabited by demoniac people who are accustomed to all kinds of forbidden, sinful activity. Shil Prabhupada ki jai. Om Gyan Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militamina Tasmashi Guruvanma Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitami Yana Bhutale Swam Rupakadamayam Dadati Svapadantikam Vanchikalta Rupisha Kripasinu Pyavicha Patitanam Pavanapi Vaishnava Pionamon Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. There's lots of sunshine here in Australia. It's not as bad as in London, but yeah, we had a bit of fire like a couple of years ago, bushfire. So it's also affected. So probably some demon taking birth in Australia as well. I googled a bit of a history of the big disasters. I'll just read it for you. It would be good also to kind of watch it. There's lots of videos on YouTube because when you watch it, you're more impressed. But you probably watch sometimes news and stuff like that. You know what it is like, the earthquakes and tsunami. But that's pretty scary actually. Like for example, it was in July 28, 1976 in China. There was an earthquake, 7.5 magnitude. The death toll estimated. Official reports may vary, they say. 242,000 people. And Yellow River flood in 1931 in China estimated death toll estimated 1 to 4 million people. So they don't even know 1 million or 4 million. Can you imagine that? So, and you probably remember, those of you who older than 20 years old. It was called the Boxing Day tsunami. In 2004. The countries affected were Indonesia, Thailand, Sri Lanka, India. Death toll 230,000 people. Yeah, that tsunami was caused by underwater earthquake. Anyways, it happens everywhere. And we'll continue our Jai and Vijay saga today. So I'll just in order to recap a little bit of the previous chapter, I'll read a couple of verses so that we kind of refresh in memory what was going on. I thought there is chapter 16 in this book, but it's a different volume. I'll just use my database. So in text 26, the Lord replied, "O Brahmanas, know that the punishment you inflicted on them, on Jaya and Vijaya, was originally ordained by me. and therefore they will fall to a birth in a demoniac family. But they will be firmly united with me in thought, through mental concentration, intensified by anger, and they will return to my presence shortly. And then text 29. The Lord then said to his attendants, Jaya and Vijaya, depart this place, but fear not. All glory is unto you. Though I am capable of nullifying the Brahmana's curse, I would not do so. On the contrary, it has my approval. So, and then, the descendants of Jaya and Vijaya occurred. So they fell from Vaikuntha planet and they entered the universe, right? So it was, it sort of correlates with the human death and the consequent birth, but it's different because when the ordinary humans die, their subtle body, which is called sukshma sharira, trails after the soul, and whatever samskaras is in the subtle body comes into the new body. So we kind of bring it with us, whatever samskaras we have, whatever qualities we have. Sometimes devotees they're curious why Krishna, why you didn't allow us to know what the previous lives were like. Why? I wouldn't have committed so many mistakes. I wouldn't have, it would be probably like more fast track to you, back to you. So, but the answer is simple. And what is the answer? It's not necessary. So we don't have memory of our previous births because it's not necessary. It's just a burden. We cannot manifest we cannot fulfill our desires. And the whole universe is designed that way that Krishna gives us this opportunity to fulfill our desires. That's it. If we want to be demoniac persons, that's okay. Krishna gives that ability. If we want to be divine, yeah, that's even better. Krishna gives opportunity and gives us all the facilities to fulfill our desires. So I was wondering, I asked Krishna Prabhu yesterday, how we can explain scientifically, all these calamities that happened after Jaya and Vijaya descended to this universe, And Krishna said that, well, because the demigods, they presiding deities, and they were disturbed. That's why we have earthquakes and tsunamis and wind storms. I was thinking about it, and also, when we put together some chemicals, sometimes they react, right? I also Googled a few chemical reactions. I read it for you. Like, for example, methane reacts with oxygen to produce carbon dioxide and water, commonly seen in natural gas combustion. Photosynthesis. So the plants convert carbon dioxide and water into glucose and oxygen using sunlight. There's something is going on in this universe, in a gross and subtle level. Sodium reacts with chlorine gas to produce table salt. You know? And the most popular one probably in the world. Glucose converts into ethanol and carbon dioxide, commonly seen in brewing alcohol. So yeah, there is some interaction of different elements, but there is also interaction in consciousness. You know, if you have a close, like, you know, in a circle of your friends, and you're getting along with your friends, and all sweet, you know, relationship, and then if someone is kind of intruding into your circle, some envy person, for example, it creates some kind of havoc, right? Some disturbance. And you kind of, you cringe, and you don't want him or her to be in your inner circle. So the consciousness is interfering into, you know, into other consciousness. So, and if it's like a small demon like this, like puny demons, that's okay. Well, I mean, we won't see any disasters or something like that. But if it's very powerful demons like Jaya and Vijaya, I think that's natural that the universe reacts. You know, the demigods like Vayu reacts, and Indra and Bhumi Devi. So yeah, that is what is described here in these verses. And different qualities can be utilized in a spiritual way, like, for example, anger. Yeah. There is only one that is, there is no room in the spiritual world, which is envy. Chanakya Pandit says that there are two types of envious creatures. In Sanskrit, they called krura. First one is snake, poisonous snake. And the second one is a snake-like man, envious man. And the envious man is more dangerous than a snake, because you can actually, you know, knowing the science of subduing the snakes, you can use some herbs and mantras to tame it, to subdue, but it doesn't work with the snake-like man. So envy is very detrimental to the spiritual life. And Prabhupada would even say that he was answering a question, how can we understand that you know, we get liberation? Prabhupada said, if you don't have envy, you're liberated. In the 16th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the divine and demonic qualities are described in the first 3 verses, the divine qualities. Yeah, it takes like quite a few pages, like 6 or 7 pages, describing 16 main divine qualities, and only like half a page of describing demonic qualities. I was thinking, why is that? And then I found in Prabhupada's lecture that we don't even need to. We need to actually. The human life is meant for developing divine qualities. But you know, demonic qualities, you don't need to take care of them. They will develop themselves. Because what is material world? What it is like? It's when you kind of if you try to stay neutral and you know, do no harm to anyone, it's just, you know, just chill. Yeah. The material world is designed like that it's actually it's going downwards. It's like escalator. It's going downwards. If you do nothing, you will be degrading. So the demonic qualities would develop automatically. So it's a bit of a struggle. We need to develop divine qualities. That's why there's so much of an emphasis in Bhagavad Gita describing divine qualities, how we can develop them. Because as I said, demonic qualities. I should confess, I have quite a bit of demonic qualities. No wonder, because if we didn't have those, we wouldn't have taken birth in the material world. Krishna has created it's beautiful world for us, and he, like a really talented artist, he painted all these mountains and this greenery and this beautiful ocean, and he didn't even put his initials, like, oh, this is been painted by Krishna. No, he just gave it to us. Just use it. If you want to use this material energy to become very powerful demon, that's okay with me. Take everything from me, take my energy, use it. So he's kind of impartial, but he is at the same time, that's an interesting, I was listening to Prabhupada's lecture in Hawaii in 1975, and that's what he literally said. But he, meaning Krishna, is very much pleased with the devotee. Therefore, his supplies are very immediate. Supplies means if we desire something, Krishna supplies almost immediately. Does it happen to you that when you desire something and it's just bang, it's already here? No? Yes? I just concluded that I personally really need to struggle to get something like. So that means that it doesn't happen immediately. That means that demonic qualities still there, and I really need to work hard to get rid of them. But we're not focusing, the Krishna conscious philosophy is not that we're focusing on some negative qualities. We just add Krishna to our life. Pour milk into the ink. And it's, the in the same 16th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, I think in verse 5, Krishna says, the transcendental qualities are conducive to liberation, whereas the demonic qualities make for bondage. So that's it. If it depends on our goal. If we want liberation, if we want love of Krishna, we need to develop divine qualities. And how to do that? Luckily, we have Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada gave everything. We just need to follow his teachings, his instructions. And the one of the qualities, demonic qualities, is damba, in Sanskrit, damba, which is pride. It could be very toxic, and it's very difficult to get rid of. But Srila Prabhupada says, you can be proud of being a devotee. So you can even utilize pride, because it's kind of intrinsic. We all have to be proud of something. But if we become proud of being a devotee, Prabhupada says that's very good. That's transcendental pride. So again, we can utilize many qualities except for envy. envy is not really kind of, this is the cause of us, because we, envied Krishna, apparently at some point. So we ended up here. In the material world, I mean, not in the temple room. So, and Prabhupada says, basically, if we want something for ourselves, that's karma, and if we want to do something for Krishna, that's prema. The same action can be, have different results. And he also would say that, for example, there is a temple, and maybe across the road there is another house, maybe as big as this one, for example. I don't know. I've never been to Mackenzie's place, but maybe he has the big house there. So the same stone, the same timber, the same trees, same kitchen, same utensils, but it's different because this one is used for the pleasure of Krishna, and another house is used for to please the owners, which is kind of binding to become bound in the material world, birth after birth after birth. And we cook, we may use the same ingredients, but we can cook and offer this to Krishna, and it's a completely different result. The other day we went to Byron Bay Harinam, and we had so much prasadam that we just wanted to distribute the leftovers, and we went to the beach, and there was one guy, he just came up to me and he said, after taking prasadam, his eyes was like this, beaming. He said, I'm quite sensitive. He's kind of yogi or something like that, into some mystic yogi. Yeah, he was like, your food is just uplifting me. I can feel that my consciousness is, went through the roof. He was like so much, impressed, and it's nice. I mean, we use the same utensils, we use the same ingredients, but we cook food and offer this to Krishna sincerely, and the result is different. That's it. We just need to make our choice, because Srila Prabhupada says it's up to you whether you want to become a divine or a demoniac person. That's it. In this case, it's a little bit different, because those guys, they are divine. This is just a play, but it has a meaning. And basically, the whole life and is a kind of we're trying to invest our energy. Like Krishna has unlimited energy. We also have some energy, so we can utilize it in the form of time or money or just physical energy. And one of my friends, he is into cryptocurrency, and he is still 15 years after, he's still lamenting that he didn't buy Ethereum for $2 when the coin was $2. Now it's $3,500. So he's still lamenting. It's kind of ignorance when you look at the past and and you lament that you didn't, or you did something wrong, or you didn't do something good. So he's still lamenting. And I was kind of contemplating on that. I was also kind of and was regretting that I didn't buy Ethereum for $2, but or Bitcoin, 20 years ago or 15 years ago, someone bought 2 pizzas online for 10 bitcoins. Paid 10 bitcoins for 2 pizzas. Okay, so what is done is done. But I was contemplating. It's good to know future, right? Because you can invest properly. And I thought, hey, we all know our future. right? We're going to die. That's our future, I mean, in this life. And what is the best investment for this? Srila Prabhupada gave us, all the instructions, what shares to buy, what coins, and, these are the assets. Just invest more energy into that. Eat more prasadam, distribute prasadam, go for Harinam, do the book distribution, chant here. It's and it's all blissful. It's already blissful in this lifetime. We don't need to wait. It's such a sweet process and such a good investment. I will end up here. If you have any comments or questions, I'll try to answer. Grandhara Srimad. Yeah, go ahead. If you can just grab the microphone.
I was hesitating because I didn't think it was that valuable. Sorry to interrupt your conclusion there. Yeah, I was just thinking when you were talking about, when we have desires that Krishna will fulfill them, but I was also thinking that he sometimes doesn't fulfill the desires if it's not going to be good for us. So when we pray to Krishna for something, and he's our father, we can go to him to pray when we're in this conditioned state. We should always add, if it's not going to be detrimental to my spiritual life, can you help me in this way?
I didn't say that, but Prabhupada meant pure devotees. He said, if a pure devotee desires something, Krishna immediately fulfills. Yeah, man, that's true. Krishna preserves us from doing nonsense. Sometimes, yeah, because sometimes you do some you send your desire to the atmosphere or whatever. The New Age philosophy says you just need to really kind of transmit your desire into universe. Yeah, universe will react. But I just noticed that sometimes you buy stuff on AliExpress or eBay, you pay your money, you desire something, and then when it comes, you see the picture and you don't even remember what you ordered. So, I don't know if it happened to you, but many times, what's that? Until you unpack it, you don't even recall what you ordered. Julana, you wanted to say something?
I had a question on demoniac quality and divine qualities. Sometimes we see non-devotee who has really nice qualities, and also it happens that sometimes devotees lose faith in devotees when they associate with non-devotees who has good qualities, when they are mistreated by devotees. So how do you understand that?
Those qualities in non-devotees, they are the good qualities. They are not good without Krishna, ultimately. You can be a scientist, but if it's a mundane science, what's the use? If you don't connect all your knowledge to Krishna, it's not a big bang created this universe after all. It's not a big bang. Krishna created, with the help of Lord Brahma. But the scientists, they don't have this knowledge. So we may say that all this, PhD or somebody has so much, knowledge, good quality. Knowledge is good quality, isn't it? Yeah, but what's the use of that if he is misleading? Or those qualities like kindness is just a reflection of the original kindness of Krishna, right? So, but if we kind to someone, it's good. I mean, it's not bad to be to help others. But if you help them to help themselves, if you introduce them to Krishna, that's better. I mean, you can feed, you can, like what the example is, if someone is like incapacitated, you can move someone from one place to another place. But if you teach that person how to walk, I mean, this is a crude example. And with the devotees, you're saying that some devotees may manifest some like bad qualities or something like that?
Yeah, due to their bad quality, they sometimes mistreat each other.
Yeah, well,
so lose faith.
Unless we purify our heart completely, there would be some, residue of bad qualities in the characters. We all in the hospital, in the spiritual hospital. Yeah, if we see through that lens that we all in the hospital, or we all in the shower trying to wash out our imperfections, that would be more understandable why that happens. We have to be practical. We should understand that no one is perfect. No, we all in the same kind of category. Some to a lesser extent, some to a larger extent, but it happens. Yep. Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Shil Prabhupada ki jai, Hare Krishna.